What's shaking, nerds? Welcome to another Tarkov video. Today we are going to be talking all things face shields. I know they make you cringe while looking through them because it makes it seem like you're looking through Ace Ventura's car. Okay, it's not that bad, you guys, but sometimes it does feel that bad, I'm not going to lie to you. We're going to be focusing in on 8 different face shields today. In no particular order, we're going to be focusing in on the Atlan, the Firefighter, the Jetta, the Killa, the Kiever, the Ops Core, a Ronin, and also the last ZSH. This video is going to be different than a lot of the videos out there. There's tons of videos that show you how many bullets face shields can take, how much damage they can take, and yeah, we're going to touch on that stuff. I'm going to tell you the hit points and armor class and whatnot, but what I really want to know, is there any difference visually between face masks? Or do they all look like my mom just threw them in a dryer with a bunch of zippers? Because they're all a smudgy mess. We're gonna start with armor class 2. With this, it's kind of hard because all these armors that I'm gonna show you guys are the helmet and the visor in one. So when I talk about durability points, it's about the whole helmet. It's not the face shield separately, which the later on ones are. So, you know, this is kind of wishy-washy for durability. It's not to do with just the face shield, but again, I just want to look through the face shield and see if there's a difference. So with the Firefighter's helmet, guys, the penalties you get from it are minus 12% turn speed, minus 10 ergonomics, and you cannot hear shit through this thing. The sound reduction's crazy. So here's the before we put the visor down, and now after we put the visor down. It still does look smudgy and shitty, but it's not the worst, I'd say, but it still looks shitty. The next armor class 2 helmet we're going to take a peek at is the PSH 97 Jetta helmet. This has more durability than the Firefighter's helmet at 65, so it has 25 more durability, but it does have worse penalties. It's minus 13% turn speed and minus 14 ergonomics. And again, you can't hear shit when you have this helmet on. We're going to do the same thing. Again, this is the before the visor comes down, and now this is when it's after. It's the same thing. There's no difference at all. It still looks smudgy and yuck, but it's the same as the Firefighter. I looked more closely, and there's definitely no differences in the two visors and how they look. The only difference between the pictures is the time of day, so one has a little more shadows than the other, but other than that, they're both the same smudges, everything's the same. If you have to pick between these two helmets, though, I'd obviously go with the Jetta. It has a little bit more durability. I don't think they're the greatest helmets. And you have to think about you're sacrificing a lot of sound, but if you do want to cover your face, I'd go with the Jetta for armor class 2. Now the Ronin is still in the armor class 2 section, but I'm not going to show you what it looks like because I found out, because I've never used it, it looks the exact same. There's no difference in if you have it on or off, no visual difference at all. It does have a minus 5% movement speed penalty, minus 10% turn speed, minus 5 ergonomics, and again, the sound reduction's right there. It's super high. The thing I want to talk to you about this, though, is you can't get it until Ragman's level 4, and it costs an arm and a leg. It's super expensive. The durability is 80, but it's not worth it. So for the point of this video, it's just disqualified. I did mess up, you guys. The Ops Core Fast Visor is also armor class 2, but I forgot to do that one, so that one did slip through the cracks, and I apologize. Which one I was supposed to put on here was the multi-hit ballistic face shield visor for the Ops Core Fast helmet, and that's the one we're going to be looking at right now. The shield itself's made out of glass. It armors your eyes and your jaws. It has no penalties to it, and its durability is 40. So we're going to start with the before picture and now the after picture. It looks actually kind of like the armor class 2 ones. I don't see any difference between the smudges on this one and the armor class 2 one, so that's actually a good thing, and this is definitely a better visor for you. So all in all, good work, good research so far. The next face shield we're going to try is the Kiever face shield. This thing has a durability of 40, but the penalties is minus 7 ergonomics, and it is made out of glass also. We're going to do the same thing, you know, the before and then the after, and there we go. Now let's compare these and see what they're like. I really wanted to find a difference in these two guys, but I couldn't find a thing. They look pretty much the same. I had to shoot the multi-hit ballistic one today instead of yesterday, but I really looked deep into the pictures and they both have the same smudges on the left and on the right. So that's kind of disappointing, I'm not gonna lie. I was really hoping to find some crazy results and differences, but so far it's the same old, same old. But hopefully with the next one, the ZSH12M face shield, we're gonna find some differences. Fingers crossed here, guys. I don't know why, but I kind of want to find some differences. So guys, this one is also made out of glass. It does have a -5% turning speed and its durability is 50. So let's take a peek at this one. So again, we're gonna look at the before and now we're gonna take a peek at the after. It's looking the same. Oh no. Okay, hold on guys. Let me compare all three together. Hold on. Let's compare them all. Damn it, yeah. There's no difference, you guys. This is all the same. So all three of them look like they have the same smudges, the same left and right kind of smudges on the sides, and even there's a noticeable one on the left side that are two smudges next to each other, and all three of them have them. So there's no differences visibility wise between these face shields, you guys. So that's kind of neat to know. So it doesn't matter which ones you take into the battlefield, but it does matter, say, with the penalties or with how much durability it has. It just struck me that doing this at night would be able to show you guys the swirls more. So I just did the Kiever, and now we're going to go to the next helmets, the ZSH, and it's exactly the same, guys. They're exactly the same visibility. So it would have been smarter to do it at night for sure, but I am right with me looking at all these pictures even in the daylight and noticing no difference. The last two armor classes, so class 5, class 6, have nothing to compare to. There's only the Atlan in class 5 and there's only the Killa face shield in class 6, but I wanted to do this so you guys can see what it looks like to look through them in case you haven't had a chance to take a peek at them yet. So with this Atlan face shield, it is armor class 5, its durability is 50, it does have -7 ergonomics, and the cool thing about this is the last face shields we saw were all glass. This one is just made out of combined materials. Now, I don't know specifically what that means, but it just means it's better. How about that? It is a really good face shield, but remember, there is a smaller view, so if you take a couple of bullets to it, you could barely see after that. It's a great face shield, guys. This is going to protect you over and over again. And as you can tell, our horizontal view is not too bad. It's the vertical view that's really hindered here. But still, I like this face mask. If I'm going to rock a face mask, it's usually this one because it saved me many times before. This is the last face shield we got. It's armor class 6. It just got introduced to the game in January in patch 11. Because Killa, the new boss, got introduced on Interchange, and this is what he wears all the time. This thing is a beast. Its material is steel, its armor class 6, its durability is 50. It does give you a penalty of -19 ergonomics, but the chances of a bullet going into that little slit is pretty slim, even though, yeah, you do get Tarkov, so it could happen, but still, it's pretty beast, man. This thing could take some punches. So with having something so powerful, there has to be a downside to it, right? You can't just have this beast of a shield and no downside. And the downside is the view. You can't see shit. Like horizontal, I guess, but like vertical, you're missing probably a good 60%, 70% of your screen. It's crazy. But again, you can take a lot of punches. So say you're rolling in a team of 2 or 3 and one of you has this and you're the point man, it's actually pretty sweet. But other than that, man, this thing, you can't see shit. If you're a solo player, I wouldn't recommend this that much. So there you go, you have it. There's no real difference between face masks. If they're armor class 2, they're all pretty much the same. If they're armor class 3, they all are the same, and by that I mean visually. I don't mean durability wise or how many bullets it can take, because they're all different, but what I mean is visually. That's what this whole video is about, guys, is if I look through a armor class 3 shield and another armor class 3 shield, are they the same? And yeah, the answer we found out is yeah. Guys, thank you so much for watching this. I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you did, please give it a like. Please maybe think about subscribing. Also, I do stream 5 days a week on twitch.tv, and I will talk to you nerds later.